Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my
Good morning, Bix Weir, roadrunner.com. With your morning horn of Z's, your sip of juice. It is Juice Week, the last week of the Raw 21 reboot. Yeah, I'm a little hungry, but it's good. I feel good, feeling happy. Congrats to everybody who's doing it. Let's talk about silver. I've been getting emails lately from a silver diehard saying, why don't you talk about silver? Why are you only talking about Theta? Why don't you talk about, precious metals? You've given up on them? No. Something happens around precious metals every delivery month. That's where you win the battles, my friends. It's the deliveries, the real thing. Who cares what the price is? I don't care what the price is. I know they set it with computers and derivatives. So why would I care what the price is on a given day? The price of silver has been rigged for 170 years. It's not going to end by COMEX longs beating the COMEX shorts. It's going to end by people taking physical delivery, taking possession of physical delivery, taking it out of the criminal cabal's hands. That's how it ends. So in the times before and after delivery months, there's not much to talk about. What do you want me to say? Oh, look how the good guys are winning because silver's up 29 cents. No, silver's not up 29 cents because the good guys are winning. Silver's up 29 cents because the riggers allowed it to go up 29 cents. They can put the price to zero or negative with a click of a mouse. We saw that in oil. That's how rigged the market is. So there is not much to talk about outside of delivery days. And the next delivery month is the end of April. The end of April, that's when I'm going to be all about silver. Because right now, where we stand is 124,000 contracts. It's always big. It's down about 15,000 from last month about this time, or 2 months ago about this time. This is as of Friday. So right now we're about halfway through March, the delivery month. I haven't looked at, it should be right around 55 million as the delivery, which is huge. Don't get me wrong. It's not the biggest ever. The biggest ever was last July of 85 million. But that's what we're going through. Massive amounts of withdrawals on the COMEX, on the SLV, massive amounts of withdrawals. The game is going to be won with withdrawals of silver, not with the price on the COMEX. Remember, COMEX is futures and options. Even though the trading volume is very subdued, right here, that's over 300 million ounces of electronic trades happening in one day last Friday. We've had 2 billion ounce days. It is pure fraud. So no, I'm not going to comment every day on the price of silver because I don't care about the price of silver, truthfully. Even if silver spiked $5, that does not mean the good guys are beating the bad guys. That means they allowed it to spike $5. We're not going to know the true fair market value of silver until the COMEX shuts down forever, for good, gone kaput, or stops allowing trading of silver, an absolutely massively important precious metal and commodity. Yes, silver and gold, the monetary metals, should not be traded on the COMEX at all. The COMEX is fraud. The banks that control it, the 8 banks, really it's 4 banks, that hold 300 million ounces of short position, naked shorts, by the way. Anybody saying they're not naked is either drunk or a liar. Or maybe both. Anyway, silver is, it's between months, so not much to talk about. Come this time a month from now, I'm going to be posting every day about silver. We're going to keep an eye on this. The amount of contracts still open by the end of the month, we're going to be looking at and say, holy shit, it looks like 80,000 ounces are going to be withdrawn. And then we go over to SLV, the iShares ETF, and watch them pull metal out of there. That's where this game is won. That's the only way to silver freedom, is through physical delivery of metal. So no, not much to talk about right now. On the other hand, our lovely Theta, people are finally starting to get it. Finally starting to get it. Theta will be the number one crypto. Right now it's ranked, I think, 16th. Means it's going above Ethereum. It's going above Bitcoin as far as market cap. Why? Because it's massively more useful. The use case, Theta is a technology company with a crypto component. Everybody who's invested in Apple and Amazon and Netflix and Oracle and you name it, IBM, HP, all the tech investors, all that massive amount of money that people put into tech investing is all going to come flying into Theta when they understand this is the new internet. This is the expansion of broadband, the new internet. Edge computing. Amazing smart contracts that are massively faster, massively cheaper than Ethereum. Theta doesn't like to call itself the Ethereum killer, but if the shoe fits, wear it, Theta. Who knows if Ethereum will ever get to doing what it needs to do, be fast and cheap. Right now they're saying 2 years. It could be 2 lifetimes. This game is over in 6 months. As soon as a couple big guys come, drop the Ethereum blockchain, come over to the Theta, run their smart contracts off Theta, which is cheap, practically free. It costs 1/100,000th of a Theta to do a transaction, 400 million. It's a fraction of a penny. And it happens, 15 times faster than Ethereum on an average day? It is insane. But there are other blockchains. I don't think there are other blockchains as secure with the validator nodes and then the guardian node. You don't have that in things like EOS. EOS, you got a handful of criminals who decide who gets what. Yes, they already changed that blockchain. They went back and rearranged the blockchain. So yes, Theta is the call, my friends. Theta is going to exactly what Michelle Whitedove said, $3,000 per token. And no, it's not going to be 3 or 5 years from now. That's what she said 2 years ago. So we're looking at next year, the year after, it hits 3,000. Do the math. Take your portfolio out. Say, okay, if I buy $10,000 worth of Theta, let's just say $1,000 worth of Theta, and do the math. 700 is 100 times that. So it'd be $100,000. So 7,000, that's $5 million. $500,000. I don't know. $3,000 Theta. Yeah, just do the math. Take your portfolio, times it by all your Theta tokens by 3,000. And not to mention, Theta Fuel is rocking at 35 cents. Remember when it was a penny? Look how much your stake is making right now. Now, staking has changed. People keep emailing me, Bix, I haven't seen my stake in 5 hours. I usually get it every 50 minutes. It changed. Now it comes in lumps. You're going to get the same amount over time, but they had to change it because of the amount of people coming on, amount of nodes. It's going to be millions. Just think, every Samsung cell phone, every Apple iPhone will have Theta Edge node working on it. This is so crazy big. So crazy big. That's why Theta went up 40x last year. That's why it's going to go up 40x this year. Actually, it might be 80x. Something's happening this year. Dick Allgeier saw it. An explosion in price. All of a sudden, out of the blue, the thing rockets up. Hitomi saw it. An explosion in price. Right around, according to Hitomi's graph that I map out at Road to Ruta, along with all the other psychics. And this is not just psychic talk. Yeah, I put out a Road to Ruta email the other day. By the way, if you aren't signed up for the Road to Ruta emails yet, on the top left side of the roadtoruta.com website, there's a free email service. I put out an email with a great Reddit article, the full analysis of Theta. And it is shocking. The technology that's being implemented will change the world. every single crypto is now reliant upon Theta working because the big tech companies, the governments around the world, they've all pretty much stopped the infrastructure build out of broadband. They're all on the same page. And that page is the Theta page. They don't want to spend trillions of dollars just to expand the broadband a little bit. They need a big solution. That's what Theta came up with. That's what the Theta copy or patent is all about. And those of you who've gotten rich off Theta, congratulations. Those of you trading, I would hate to be a trader. You always want to be a hodler. It's for reasons like this. We have this beautiful thing called Theta, jumping in crazy amounts. All the traders are out of it now. They're out of it waiting for the pullback. I would hate to be a trader. This is the pain and heartbreak of traders. Hodlers usually get it on the, I wish I sold at this amount. This is where hodlers shine. On assets that you don't know what the top is. And whatever you try to trade, you're bound to get out of it. Yes, Snippy was a great example, but there's a lot of traders who are completely out of Theta right now. At the very worst time to be out. And it's eating at them. It's just gnawing at them. They can't even relax when things go well. And my dad's old adage, always be for things, never against them. In cryptos, I'm for every crypto. Yes, I talk shit about certain ones that are run by the deep state. It's got nothing to do with the crypto. It's got to do with the people behind it. But always be for things is what my dad used to say. It doesn't mean invest in them. I advised, a year ago, dump the vast majority of your cryptos and throw it into Theta. And those that did are pretty damn happy right now. Pretty damn happy. And Theta Fuel, you guys are even smarter. Remember the Theta Fuel, the Theta Fuel to Theta ratio was at 80-1. And now it's down, 20-1? Bravo. Everybody who did that. Now, I chose not to do it. But what I did was I roll my Theta Fuel into more Theta. That was the sure thing for me. And Theta Fuel might fall back into like 50-1 at some point. I don't know when. But now there's significant buying pressure of people who won on the Theta Fuel call down to 20-1. And now they're starting to roll it over, sell their Theta Fuel and buy more Theta and stake more. And then we have, in 1 month, on the 21st of April, the ability to stake T-Fuel. You can do it now in beta, but everybody, it's going to be on your phone. It's going to be on your phone app. It says stakes, and it says you want to stake Theta or you want to stake T-Fuel. This is a monster. So yes, would I rather talk about what's going on right now in Theta or in silver? Silver, there's nothing you can do for the next month and a half. Theta, holy crap. And on top of all this, all kinds of news coming out about the Grand Canyon and all the mysteries in the Grand Canyon and giants in the Grand Canyon. All that stuff is starting to come out. So true. It is all absolutely true. And I'm not saying to rip apart the Grand Canyon. We don't need to. We need to tell the world what's there and how many civilizations have lived there long before humans decided, we're the only ones who've ever been here. Crazy thought. Speaking of, Jenny Moonstone readings on Theta and on silver will rock your world. This is the private road. The latest one, the puppet, the tasker, the gray one, and the facilitator. Jeffrey Christian of CPM Group. She nails that. Oh my God. If you're not a member of the Road to Ruta, this is a reason to be a member. This is a guy named Stephen DeVoe who adapted the first Road to Ruta comic books, was in control of the financial monetary system from the early 1970s to the mid-1980s. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to roadtoruta.com. Mitch Liu, the CEO of Theta. You want to know what's going on in his mind? Jenny nails that one too. Jenny did all these without knowing who the people were. And of course, Reggie Middleton, the sacrificial lamb of the criminal cabal. Reggie came up with the solution for the biggest fraud in history, which is rehypothecation, high-speed trading fraud. Reggie had a beautiful solution, even got a patent on it. Not in the U.S., but 3/4 of the world has a patent. Reggie's got the patent on DeFi, my friends. Anybody with a DeFi stock or DeFi crypto, you better pray to God that Reggie Middleton doesn't go after your company for stealing his information. He's got the patent everywhere but the U.S. But the U.S. is pending still, have you know. I think ultimately the U.S. will give Reggie his patent and apologize as Cliff High's data had. So yeah, if you had the opportunity to get Veritasium when it was available, hang on to it. Anyway, great stuff. Jenny's awesome. If you want to book your own reading with Jenny, we will be talking about the new coin. I've been all in Theta. Jenny's got these 4, what she calls elemental coins. We've identified the first one is Theta. It's fire. The next one is water. And we've been talking about this coin, and I've been studying it. So yes, we are going to reveal on, if I can get in touch with her. I think we're doing a discussion on Thursday, probably Friday or Saturday. I'll be able to post it. Maybe Sunday. But this will be number 2 of the elemental coins. And I think she nailed it. I really do. So that's coming up for private road members. And there's just so much on the private road, including, of course, all the Theta information, the Theta price graph, and the Theta page on Road to Ruta teaches you how to buy it, store it, and stake it, even if you're in the U.S. You do need a little crypto knowledge. Like you need to know how to use like Coinbase. That type of thing. You got to know what a wallet is. It's hard to do it just from the raw. And I don't give personal consulting, even emails. Just way too busy. Everything's on this page, the instruction page at the Road to Ruta on the private road. So join the Road to Ruta today. Get your hands on the most important technology invented since the internet in 1990. That would be Theta. All right? That's all I got for you. This is Bix Weir, roadtoruta.com. You guys take care. We'll talk to you soon.